Welcome YouTube to the chopping block. I wanted to share with you the finished work of my new tarp shelter that I just covered it today. It's not pretty, but it's functional. And I used an old pool tarp and pretty much folded it in half and was able to cover the wood frame that I showed on the last video I had. And in order for me to hold this down, I put in metal tent pegs that have welded loops on them, and put a cord around from one side to the other, and then also from front to back, because the pool tarp itself, the old rubber grommets were shot. This was used, and it was used many years ago. So I'm holding it down by means of a nylon rope. So I got 3 of these metal tent pegs, and got the ropes attached to that. So it's a pretty heavy-duty tarp, even though it is well used. It hasn't been used in probably 8 to 10 years. It's been in storage. So we're going to step inside here, and just wanted to show you the height here. I can walk straight in on this, and I'm not very tall, about 5'6". So I did make it higher. I made it wider, and I did add some additions from the last time when I showed you the frame. This time I did add a couple of built like an add-on. I don't know if you can see this, but I put in a couple of extra pine branches going from the original shelter, and I moved it out further, and this way I could use it as storage area. So it gives a few extra feet of storage area. And I still have to put some bricks on the outside to seal some of those openings on there to hold it down better in the background. But it is very roomy, and for today it's quite warm. And to combat the warmth, I do have my little ceiling fan that if you're sitting underneath it, it kind of works pretty well. And again, I think I showed this once before. This does have a light. Does have a light on it, and it's a decent ceiling fan. Got a big S hook up here, and I have my tripod backrests to sit down and lean up against. Got one here and one here. And I plan on getting a few more of those square gym 2x2 gym flooring mats. I have a few extra pieces in the house. I'm going to bring those out and set those in the back there in the storage area. so things can rest on the ground without it getting muddy if it gets a little wet back there. And in order to hold the I don't know if you can see this well with the lighting, but I took some Gorilla Tape and just wrapped the tarp around the poles and taped it. I don't know if that's going to hold in the cold weather, but we'll see how tough Gorilla Tape really is. I just happened to have some in my backpack, and I thought it occurred to me to tape it around there. And I take these 2-inch dowel rods, or I cut 2 inches of dowel rod, and I roll from a big roll to a small roll, and I get duct tape, and I keep them in the car, keep them in the backpack, and I've had this in the backpack for probably a year, and today it came in very handy. So it's just a tip on taking those big rolls of duct tape and getting some use out of them by making some small ones, so you don't have to store a large amount. This is duct tape here. As you can see the amount I have here. I chose to use the Gorilla Tape instead. And let's see. I think that's it. Wanted to share the new tarp shelter. Looking forward to using it. I still have to move my heat reflector, take that down, and probably build a new one and move it over to the center of the opening of the shelter. Now I have room to move my mower, run the mower between the two shelters, so that works out good. Well, I hope you enjoyed the view of the new shelter, and when the cold weather comes and make a fire, I'll do another video of one of those. And there is a huge hawk. Wow. He's flying low. Let's see if I can get him. There he goes. I hope I got that on film there. It's a huge hawk flying around. Okay, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave any comments, likes, dislikes. It's up to you. See you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.